I don't know where to start now, whether it's not too late to begin to talk about 2023 elections, when by this time next year, we will be talking about the 2027 elections, definitely. Because by next year, maybe certain things in relation to the 2027 elections would have commenced. Party primaries and all of that.
Well, Benga, I think it is regrettable that not quite 2 years into the tenure of this administration, politics have started quite in earnest.
But it has always been so.
No.
Since 1999,
It shouldn't.
it has always been so.
It shouldn't. It shouldn't. We should have allowed them to at least go half their tenure so that we know their direction. If we start now, they can even change and we can even play into their hands. I don't know if they are the ones that are orchestrating this and heating up the polity so that they divert our attention from the wrongs or from whatever they are doing that is not in consonance with what they have promised the people.
Yeah, but it's not those in government that are making all the moves. If you are talking about those who are heating up the politics or make, things that you could interpret to me, calculations for 2027, it will probably be from you people in opposition.
What do you take of heating the polity? Declaration of state of emergency in Rivers is not heating up the polity. What is happening in Kano against the emir and against the government and the people of Kano state is not heating up the polity. Arrests of Dele Faretumi or Professor Yusuf Usman are all this not part of heating up the polity? Then what else?
If you talk about, because those incidences can actually be contextualized and each will stand on its own. If I take the last one, for instance, to talk of Dele Faretumi, there's no Tinubu hand in the travails of Dele Faretumi. He made a publication which some people felt had libeled them, and then simply ignited the instrumentality of the law to deal with that.
You are one of those.
The last time I checked, I don't think Are Afe Babalola is a member of the Tinubu government. Yes.
Benga, I think you are one of those journalists that I respect so much, that has
I've
got
just
an
stated
IQ,
the facts.
and as an investigative journalist. And
Engineer Buba, I've just stated the facts, except if you know some other
I'm
things.
putting the facts before the public.
Okay. So tell me how the government is
What has
involved
police
in
got to do?
Faretimi's,
What has police got to do with the libel of an individual citizen of Nigeria?
criminal libel?
Criminal?
Yes.
No.
Because if it's criminal
libel
libel,
is not criminal.
It's a case against the
Libel
state.
is not criminal. Anything libel is not criminal. If I abuse the president, he should take me to court, not the police. It means the police don't know their job. And this is exactly what is manifesting in Kano, what is manifesting in Rivers, and many parts of the country. I would have wanted to use this platform to advise the IG that he should learn from history. From Louis Edet, Duke, Kamsalam, this man from Oyo,
Gambo. Okay,
no.
there was Adeusi,
and others,
Sunday
but
Adeusi.
more particularly from one of the best IGs that this country ever had. Maybe you don't even know him.
Who?
Adamu Suleiman.
Adamu Suleiman.
Best IGs, Adamu Suleiman. Maybe Egbetokun, or what do you call him, doesn't even know him. But definitely I know that he knows Tafa Balogun.
Egbetokun is the one we are calling Egbe.
Well, I don't know his name because I don't need to know him. You teach me.
Egbetokun.
I don't need to know him
I'm teaching
because
you
I have no
Egbetokun.
business in being in his custody.
Okay, but he is the IG.
Well, he can be the IG, but he's been overzealous. He's overdoing certain things. He's taking instructions from people that ordinarily he should lock up.
Like who?
Do you remember Tafa Balogun?
Yes.
The overzealousness he did during Obasanjo's regime. Do you know how he ended under the car, shouting
with
for his life.
With Nuhu Ribadu.
Did you?
I witnessed the incident live because I was in court.
So that can await the new IG, what he's doing.
But that will be after his tenure.
Well, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so
no. I've not spoken about Adamu Suleiman, who I claimed
to be the best
IG that I knew, because Adamu Suleiman was the IG appointed by President Shehu Shagari in 1979. And
was Sunday Adeusi before him? Sunday Adeusi was
after Adamu Suleiman was removed.
Was Sunday Adeusi?
Yes.
Okay.
And some
I know it was in the Second Republic.
Key members of the Shagari government, notably Umar Jiko and others, including Adamu Chiroma, wanted Gambo Jumeta, the former commissioner of police, to be brought to Lagos. And Adamu Suleiman stood his grounds and said he was appointed IG by the president. He's been entrusted to secure the country. And he is the one that would be responsible for identifying which officer fits which place. It's not a minister of government. And he said, even the president cannot dictate to him if the president wants him to succeed.
Yeah, because the operational control
so that he can be held responsible.
Yeah.
And there was a heated argument in the government of President Shehu Shagari up to the stage where Shagari persuaded Adamu Suleiman to bring back Gambo Jumeta to Lagos. He said, no, sir.
He persuaded him,
yes.
not that he directed him.
No, he can't direct him because it wasn't his job. It wasn't his job. And Adamu Suleiman stood his grounds that for Gambo Jumeta to be brought back to Lagos as CP, he would rather resign his commission. And he resigned, and he died a hero. That is why.
So that was how Sunday Adeusi became IG.
Became IG, to do the bidding of those in power. So, and how did he end?
It was under him that the mobile arm, police mobile unit became kill and go.
Well, not kill and go. The military saw it as a rival to them.
Yeah, because they were called kill and go that time. Because they were so equipped.
No.
They were so equipped.
That is your own expression of those who are opposed to the MPN.
Well, maybe as somebody who grew up in the Southwest, maybe that was the fear they had, that the people had for them.
I hope Sunday Adeusi entered the police on the ticket of Northern Nigeria and became IG on the platform or on the share of Benue Plateau, because his village is here after Kefi, where he was born. Where the present governor of Nasarawa comes from. So he had never been a Southwest man. He had always been a northerner, a Southwest northerner.
A southerner in Northwest?
No, in North Central.
In North Central?
Yes. It is interesting for people to be knowing these kind of things. When Nigeria was Nigeria. Not now. Jaga. Did you listen to Idris Abdul Karim?
I don't like listening to...
Did you listen to his latest song?
If it's Jaga about Nigeria, I will not listen to it. I will not listen to it because I always like to see positive side of Nigeria.
I say that is very positive. It teaches people some lesson. It reminds people in authority how people feel about them. When I criticize you in power, it doesn't mean I don't like you.
Yeah.
The Hausa people
want
say,
me to succeed?
Gyara kayanka does not mean sauke maraba, meaning that pack your things well does not mean that put it down for us to share. Okay. That's the Hausa saying. So if I criticize anybody in government, he should take it positively, that even if I am wrong, that there are other people who feel what he's doing otherwise.
So you have been criticizing President Bola Tinubu, particularly on Kano. Just 2 days ago or so, I read your warning to him that Tinubu should be very careful about how he deals with the Kano situation. So exactly what is the president
not the president, how he deals with the Kano people.
The
how
Kano
some
situation.
of his people
the Kano situation.
deal with the Kano situation. Because unknown to him, and I can beat my chest that he didn't know, Tinubu didn't know what happened, what was arranged, that there was a grand design to set up the Kano state government, including the emir, such that they could declare a state of emergency. And there was a meeting in a senior official of government's house in this Abuja, and the man that was supposed to be appointed emir was sent to Umrah. And as I speak to you now, he's in Saudi Arabia, because their thinking is that once the emir is invited today, he will be detained in Abuja. Once he's detained, the military would be put on alert.
And then the throne will be declared vacant.
Yes, and I keep on wondering.
Which other man again? Because there are two of them who are.
I say I don't want to mention names.
No, let's put
on.
I
don't want to mention names. Go and find out who is in Saudi Arabia out of the princes in Kano.
Will it be the one that was proposed by the Kano state government?
I can assure you that for the president's intervention,
Adobayoro was deposed by the Kano state government.
So that the world
knows. I just want to understand the news.
Everybody in Nigeria knows what is happening. That there are key people in this government that are hell-bent in causing a bloodbath in Kano, such that they can take Kano through the back door. If they think they are important, they are powerful, and they are popular politicians, let them wait for a free and fair election in 2027 to remove the NNPP government. But they want to use their position to help themselves. That is not what it should be. People should look back to history. Do you know that the Wahala in 1966 started from Kano, Wike, and the removal of the grandfather of this Sunusi? People don't know. That is why I am asking the president to talk to the IG. The IG should not be taking instructions from people who are nobody. And they could have just presented the president with fait accompli that there was a bloodbath in Kano and that there is need for a state of emergency, or so should be brought back and met the emir. Is it the responsibility of federal government? Let me tell you that even if the Supreme Court rules that Sunusi was not properly appointed as the emir of Kano, can President Bola Tinubu appoint emir from Abuja and take to Kano?
No, that would be the responsibility of the Kano state government.
So why waste your energy? Why waste your energy?
Why
do you cause the death of several thousands of people that will die? You think God will not bestow that responsibility on you when people are killed?
So all of this goes back to how Lamido Sanusi was removed in the first place.
No, it goes back to how Sunusi was appointed in the first place.
Yeah, and not how he was removed?
That's part of the history.
So that's why I said how he was removed.
But
okay, do you think he was improperly appointed the first time?
Unknown to some of those who are doing what they are doing.
Yeah.
Wasn't President Bola Tinubu the architect of appointing Sunusi as the emir of Kano in the first place?
So it was improper.
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
His removal would be what was improper.
Listen, his removal was improper.
That's what I said.
An attempt to remove him, they didn't read the mind of the president, who in the first place was a key factor in persuading Kwankwaso to appoint Sunusi as the emir of Kano. And I can mention you, President Bola Tinubu, Bukola Saraki, El-Rufai, Jimmy Lawal, 7 of them stayed for 5 days persuading Kwankwaso. Sunusi was not in the best of terms with the Kwankwaso. At the time he was appointed, they persuaded him. We are responsible.
Was he in the best of time with anybody, really? No, he was a critic. He was a free-spirited man on his own.
So they didn't
free
know
to, free to take on government and criticize government policies.
No, all governments fear Sunusi because of his intellect.
That's what I'm saying.
So
it wouldn't be that
you can't eat your cake and have it. If you bring somebody, you must live by him. So why destabilize Kano? Why this is a they are inflicting an instability in the system. You know that you can't just remove Sunusi and go scotch-free.
There will be consequences.
So why do you try that? Because some few people, either in the legislature or in the party or in the security, believe that Sunusi should not be there. Are they good? Now, what I'm trying to say on the Kano matter is, Sunusi was removed on an allegation that he was supporting Kwankwaso. So if you are Kwankwaso and you take back government, and the man was removed because of you, no fault, and you now have an opportunity.
Through a surrogate, not through...
it doesn't matter, opportunity.
Not directly.
An opportunity, I'm just telling you.
Yeah, if you had opportunity, anyhow...
What would you do, I ask you?
You fight back.
Oh.
So that's what we are saying in Kano.
Thank God that you are saying so.
That's what we are saying in Kano.
So because somebody else does not like the man, does it stop you from rewarding the man for why he was removed because of you? Why can't people think, I beg the president, I want the president to look at it properly. Let him talk to this IG, who is being used like akara by some politicians. The IG should stand his ground and work as an impartial security officer. That's the only thing that will bring peace. Let me tell you that the security report from his own police and his own DSS in Kano did not implicate Sunusi. And let them know that whatever happens, as some of them were telling us that they follow us, they track us on our telephones. We also know whatever they do.
We are also doing counter surveillance.
Well, whatever they do, we would know because God will inform us because we are right. So they should please hands off Kano.
Is that your final appeal on the Kano situation?
On the president, not on Kano, even all situations. Okay. No need for your subordinates to make enemies for you. The president has an interest.
So you believe the president is not aware
at least
of what is happening?
At least on this matter, he's not aware, but he saved the
So
situation.
who then is trying to use the president?
He is not aware, but I am saying that he saved the situation.
By directing the IG to back off from inviting Sanusi?
I don't want somebody to say that he will sue me if I don't bring evidence that president spoke, because they do that.
Okay, so what's the solution to that, to this impasse? Because we can't have two princes disputing such a reverse to...
The president should know better.
And each of them can lay claim to court orders in disfavor and all of that.
We know that the courts have been directed from Abuja, unknown to the president.
So who's the Abuja that will be directed to the president?
Those that do this, they know when I speak that we know them, because they have an issue to solve with Sunusi. That's their personal problem. Sunusi is the emir of Kano. There is nothing they can do. 10 times you remove him, 11 times we will reappoint him. So why waste your time?
Who is we? You are part of them now.
Of course,
I thought you are just...
I'm NNPP. The government in Kano is the NNPP government. I'm the secretary of the board of trustees.
Okay. All right.
So we are not joking. If they are doing this to stop Kano people from accessing the dividends of democracy, because the government is always at war, then they are wasting their time. Because the structures we have, once there is an election, free and fair, there is no way any human being can defeat the Kwankwaso machine in Kano. He has not spoken. He has not spoken. Has he spoken?
So how very strong is the NNPP structure in Kano? Because at some point, not long after the general elections, there were rumors of a crack in the arrangement that the Falcon
you know, Benga,
the Falcon was no longer listening to the Falcon.
You are a very intelligent man. And
yes, that there was a crack between the relationship between Abba Gidagida and
That's what
Kwankwaso.
you the press carried there.
Have they ironed over their
there
differences?
there had always been a hunt by
Stoke-
the
stoking
agents
that.
of federal government
Stoking
to
that.
destabilize Kano. I have on the social media, I just read before coming here, I listened to Falana making a speech at Yinka Adomakin's lecture.
Yeah.
I also spoke to one senator from Kano when he said openly that he was bought with 90 billion naira project, not in the budget. I can show you when we finish.
A Kano,
Yes.
a senator from Kano.
Yes, to destabilize the system.
They should be telling the security agencies all he knows.
They didn't see? What they don't know about Kano is that Kano politics had always been that of noise making. Right from First Republic during Sardauna. It had been so. And the minority have got the loudest voice, but they are empty. We saw that. I managed that system as youth leader of the MPN during the Shagaris regime, 1979 to 1983. They will show you that the whole world will come down. And look at Kwankwaso's candidature. He was removed from here in 2003. And subsequently, they even denied him a ticket to run. We were about to offer him a ticket to run on the platform of the CPC. When they realized that danger, they got him back. So, you see, this situation, the president should know and not listen to Kano people. Not listen to Ganduje, not listen to Barau Jibrin.
Finally, you are mentioning names.
He shouldn't listen to them and their God-sponsored godfather within the security system of this country. He should not listen to them. He should call their bluff and tell the IG that anything on Kano, he should not take action until he refers it to him. And he should make his own independent findings, or else it will throw his government into turmoil.
Very instructive. But you didn't deny outrightly whether at some point the relationship between Godfather and Godson.
I said I laid
that
there
were evidence that
there was the federal government was working very hard to bring this harmony among members of the party, among the government and other members of the party. They are working very hard, but they can't succeed.
So,
Abba
Yusuf
is a bona fide member of the NNPP, and he has a lot of respect for Rabi Musa Kwankwaso,
the leader,
for most of us in the party, and he has a patriotic feeling for the people of Kano. So you know that Abba Kabir Yusuf can be the emir.
Is it from one of the ruling houses as well?
Galadima Yusuf was the one that restored the emirship to this lineage. His own grandfather. And he was a prince.
But he has opted to be the governor.
He died,
I'll be a kingmaker.
He died before the conclusion of the fight. Or else he could have crowned himself.
So there's no truth to that rumor that Abba Yusuf will soon be on his way to the APC.
Well, if you are telling me, then I take it serious.
I'm asking you because you are there in the thick of things.
I told you I didn't know. But if you are now telling me because I know you, it means you must have sniffed something somewhere where
that's why I'm confronting you with what
my sense of smell has not reached.
That's why I'm confronting you with what I have heard. Is there any indication that at some point the NNPP in Kano will be in disarray, and Abba Kabir Yusuf will be
a member of the NNPP as I speak to you, and he will remain so.
What about Kwankwaso himself? Is he going to also find his way to the SDP, or at one point or the other reunite with old friends and probably old foes as well, the likes of Atiku, the likes of El-Rufai and co, and probably leave their separate homes and find a different home?
When El-Rufai comes here, invite him. Ask him, did Kwankwaso have a hand in making him a candidate in 2015 in Kaduna? 2, did Konkoso make any contribution, force him to tell you to his candidature in Kaduna that made him governor?
Yeah,
and
there was no NNPP.
And ask him, no, well, listen now, and ask him that when Konkoso brought 1.9 million votes to Buhari in 2015, whether their government, which El-Rufai was part and parcel of Buhari's government, whether they ever gave him even one one messenger in the government of Buhari for 8 years, after bringing 1.9 or 2 million votes. Ask El-Rufai this question. Then find out from him whether, with all the things they did to Konkoso, they still believe that they need to use Konkoso again and dump him.
So, summary of that is that Konkoso and El-Rufai will never be under the same political umbrella.
Why
I'm not talking about the umbrella of the PDP. I'm just using political roof as well.
Why can't they be?
That's why I asked you that.
If El-Rufai comes to vote for Konkoso as president, should we reject his vote?
What if it's the other way around? What if Konkoso decides to work for El-Rufai?
But how can Konkoso? El-Rufai cannot run, because he has taken so many tours.
Is that the reason why he cannot
so many people names? If not for people like Buhari, who doesn't have this, how can you associate with El-Rufai, with what he did to him, or even Atiku? Is it not on record that Atiku advised the Konkoso in 2019 or 23 that he should save that El-Rufai, Atiku should not run, he should save something for his children, that he can never be president. Did he forget? So now he's now a placeholder for Atiku in the SDP. We know that one.
I just want you to be on record as withdrawing the remarks you made about the former president just now.
Which one?
Where suggesting that the former president didn't have enough intelligence to be able to handle.
Did I mention the word intelligence?
Well, that's what it means. The gesture.
That's why I thought you are an intelligent person. So you are able to pick what I mean.
Yes.
You mean I can't call Buhari that he doesn't have anything upstairs?
If you
that's my view. Let him take me to court.
Okay.
And I will show him why he doesn't have, because he ruined his political career.
What other political career after 70, at the age of 70-something years, and having been president twice? What other political career does Buhari want to?
It depends on how you have been looked at by the public,
or how you want history to remember you.
Yes, he should have done many things that he did a lot of things that an intelligent man wouldn't have done. And I can let him take me to court.
Okay, Engineer
Buba, tell him we will meet there. I can't withdraw my statement that he's not intelligent.
Okay, I can see that you have not changed from the Buba Galadima that for 8 years was Buhari.
13 years.
That you were on his neck.
No, for 13 years I was supporting him, and I realized that he doesn't have this, and I told him, don't ever mention that you are not going to partake in politics again, because you are challenging God. Even for that statement, if you make, God will make you lose. And then look at you, what will you behave? And he came back now to look for appointment. I have so many reasons. And I'm a man of principles. Okay,
Buba. Let me allow you to just cool down a little bit. Maybe the thinking will be different when we come back for the second part of this conversation, because it's like the more I try to get to be, yes, the more you come out in the Galadima, a very government critic.
Government friend.
Okay, I don't know whether they see you as a friend.
Well, whether they see me or they don't see me,
but that's
I assist them to show them where they falter.
Okay, let me just round up on some of these issues. You said there's no problem between Abagidagida and Konkoso.
That I know.
there's no problem between
That I know.
That you know.
Yes.
Father and son are doing very fine.
Yes.
Okay. And father and son are committed to the NNPP now and in the future.
Unless you tell me otherwise.
What will be my own?
Because you sniff more than me.
Is the NNPP still the special purpose bid vehicle for 2027?
Everybody will come in. You don't know what is happening in the country.
So you
it's
do
not
not
the noise making in the SDPO.
That's what
The
I want to believe,
larger vehicle that will carry the big masquerades.
The Noah's Ark.
That is the NNPP, and you will see very soon.
NNPP will be the Noah's Ark.
I am
for
telling you,
not the SDP.
Yes, no.
So why are people not flocking there?
SDP is it not a breakaway of the PDP? They are only dismantling the PDP. It's only El-Rufai alone that came from the APC. Can El-Rufai win one local government in Kaduna? Did they win 2020? Did they win 2020?
A former governor, governor for two terms,
yes,
8 years.
Yes.
Minister
FCT.
Former minister will not win a award in the same state.
DG, what do you call it?
BP. Will not win a award in the same state where he has just left as governor.
It's okay, Benga. It's because you forget many things.
This one I have not forgotten.
Hold on now. Hold on, my friend. He was a sitting governor in Kaduna when the PDP won all the 3 senatorial elections. He was a sitting governor in Kaduna when the PDP won 12 out of 14 House of Rep elections. He was in the one, they all won only one, and the other one was won by Labour Party. That is as a sitting governor. Now that he's out, and even fighting the governor from outside, how many votes do you think he can win? Me, I ask you.
Is that the political weight that you think El-Rufai has now?
That is what is on record. I've not contested election for you to assess me. Maybe that's why I'm wiser than all of them. And I'm not looking for political office appointment. I'm not electable. I'm not appointable. And I am over 70 years of age.
So you are enjoying,
I have spent my
well-lived
life. Therefore, what remains for me is to speak the truth and guide young men and women.
And you are enjoying it.
Of course, I have honor. I was just coming from Saudi Arabia.
You told me when I called you.
Even in the Grand Mosque, when we were doing the tawaf, people were doing like this.
To you. That's Rakadede, right?
That is honor. If I carry my prayer mat from the mosque to where I stay, over 1.5 kilometers, people will gather around me and take the prayer mat from me. What do I need more than that? The ministers and governors, even serving, let alone former, were hiding. I drove myself to your office now. I stroll 5 to 10 kilometers every day at my age. So what remains for me is to teach people history and to teach people to be patriotic and to teach Nigerians to stand on their feet.
And for people to have honor.
Yes.
They said if you are running after money and you see honor, stop running after that money and run after honor. Because if you do otherwise, when you have money, you'll be looking for honor to buy with it.
A day before I left, some very big person sponsored another man from Katsina. And he phoned me. Where are you? I said, I am in the house around 11 p.m. I'm in the house. I'm traveling to Mecca tomorrow, but my daughter with whom I'm traveling lost her passport. So we were busy looking for the passport. He said, he came purposely to see me from Katsina.
Wow.
I said, no, tomorrow I will be off. She said he will come. He came for 2 hours. That somebody sent him. Very senior person in the legislature to tell me that he wants to carry me to Tinubu. When he finished, I thanked him for the honor he did to me, that he wants me to progress. But I said, I'm more closer to Tinubu than the man you are talking about. Ask the president whether I'm closer to him than that person or not. So how can he carry me to the president?
That you know.
And I also know of somebody very senior in the security, told me to my face that that the president likes me, that he wants to take me to the president. I said, no, you can't take me to the president. The president is my friend, unless he says he's not. And he knows my worth. And we are friends, and we will continue to be friends. If I like anything from him, I can ask and I will get. And in fact, let me confess to you on television. My daughter did NYC, the one who lost her passport. Yeah. That's why she wanted us to go to Mecca to thank God. In upstream something headed by Komalafe. Yeah. So she looked for a job. She couldn't, she wanted to get a job there. They couldn't give her. So two of them, one of them medical doctor, a senior sister, no work. So they scrolled my phone and saw the president's phone.
They saw the president's
phone number.
Okay.
And called Mr. President. And he picked the phone. He thought
thinking that it was you.
Thinking that it was me. Then they said they are my children. And that they are calling him because country had. Country had? What's happening is, Baba, country had. Our father cannot get any job for us. Our father cannot do this for us. Our father cannot do this for us. And he told us that you are his friend. He said, yes, of course. I'm his friend. They said, then the little one said, she finished NYC, just finished NYC. She couldn't get a job with the upstream something headed by Komalafe. He just asked, call Komalafe, go and give my friend's daughter job. She has that is why she wanted to go to Mecca to pray, to thank God, and even to thank Mr. President.
Aren't you lucky, Buba?
And me, that I worked for Buhari for 13 years.
Yes. You didn't.
For 13 years. Yes. My daughter worked for him for 4 years. He instructed that she should not be paid salary.
I was going to say that.
So who is better?
Why are you always lucky? Because I'm aware that one of your daughters worked with the Buhari government. Are you saying he worked for free?
Yes.
She was not paid?
Let them bring any voucher where she was paid.
And she worked for Buhari for 4 years?
For 4 years.
Without salary?
In Oshibanjo's office.
Without salary?
Yes.
How?
Because I told her that she should show them that we will not die, whether we are paid salary or not. They thought...
No, why was he not paid salary?
You should go and ask Buhari now.
Was it punitive?
You should, maybe because of my relationship with him. He thought that I can look at him straight into the eye and tell him what I thought is right.
So all that time that I will look at you, that you come here and come and criticize Buhari.
I fight you how many times?
Meanwhile, your daughter is working with Buhari.
Yes, for no pay.
She was
free,
working for nothing.
I say for free. Working for Nigeria for free.
Okay, so the one that called Baba Tinubu now.
The Tinubu gave her job. So
she's working.
If my own...
So I shouldn't be surprised if I see you in the villa tomorrow too.
Is the villa not a public place?
I know.
No, I'm asking you. Is it Tinubu's house?
No, it's not.
Whose house?
It's his official house.
Yeah. Belonging to?
It's the property of Nigeria, but it's his official house.
Thank you very much.
And it's the occupant for now.
Thank you very much.
And there can only be one occupant there.
Thank you very much. But we differ in politics. He himself, I've not seen him since he became president. He himself, during Nduka Begbuna's mother's burial, had 4 times stood from where he was to come to me and ask me to come and work with him. I said, no, I've made a promise to Konkoso. And when I make a promise, I will deliver to the last. That's President Tinubu asked you to come and work with him, and you said that no. Me as his friend, he can't be on one side and me on another side. I said no, because, and let me tell you what the Tinubu did to me. In the APC constitution, the secretaries of the party's margin should be members of the BOT and members of the National Caucus. Of the legacy parties. Legacy parties. That is CPC, ACN, and ANPP. Yes, because of institutional memory. So when Buhari saw me, he said he thought he doesn't need to see me anywhere. So he now caused a subcommittee to be formed. a subcommittee to be formed to reinvigorate the Constitution. And he appointed President Bola Tinubu as the chairman of that committee. And suddenly, the president there, national leader then, President Bola Tinubu, saw into what Buhari was trying to do. And as I speak to you, the committee has not sat, he has not submitted any report, and the Constitution has not been amended. And that was part of why even Buhari never wanted him to be president, because he refused to take me out of the and this is why for the last 10, 12 years, the Board of Trustees of the APC had not sat. Has not sat. And the National Caucus itself has sat only 2 or 3 times during Buhari because they never wanted to see me. That's why I left. So can I go back to the APC? You think I'm Nigerian judiciary that I can leave my vomit?
That President Buhari didn't want Tinubu to succeed him.
Of course. Is there anybody who doesn't know? Tinubu himself knows. Because he's been magnanimous and a statesman, he doesn't want to say his mind. If you can't say that one, me,
you don't have anything to lose if you say it.
Yes. That's part of history.
So what do you feel about the Tinubu regime? Let me get your opinion.
It's not doing very well.
There you go again.
Yes.
On the same path that you told with Buhari for 8 years.
No. He's not doing very well in the sense that there are certain things he should listen to people.
So if he's your president, if he's your friend.
Very close friend.
So why won't you work with him and be able to...
I say I left the APC. I left the APC. I can't go back. I'm a man of honor.
There are people who are not in the APC.
I am a man of honor and principles.
You do not have to be in the APC to work with him.
No.
Wike is not in the APC.
I promised to Conquer so that we should get out of the APC.
So because of Conquer, so you will not help a friend to run Nigeria properly.
Both of them are my friends.
So you will not help one of your friends.
Did I carry placard against Tinubu?
Yeah, but you said he's not doing well.
If I did, that's my inner feeling.
So
there are certain things he needs to do, like this Kano issue, like this Rivers issue. He should not be stampeded to doing things that people...
But if I didn't bring you here, you will not offer those opinions to him.
Do you know whether we speak?
Okay. You haven't said that.
You don't know.
Your pact with Kwakwaso will not buy you from calling him
just let me. If I ask you, we are in this studio now, AIT, and I ask you to leave, let's go and find another platform, TV station, and we'll go. When it becomes sour, can I leave you?
Having lured me from here?
Yes.
Now to die together.
That is honor. That is why everybody wants any village or any place, airport or motor park or even I stop on the road to buy fruits, they just need to hear my voice. Is that Buba Galadima? Hey! They will shout.
And you are happy?
Oh, I'm more than happy.
People's hero.
Yeah. Well, that is honor. That's dignity.
Yes.
So what do I need?
But all of this should still not disturb you from working with a president that you think
I'm working for president now. I'm working for Tinubu now. You don't see?
It's your daughter who's
Listen now. No, I'm working for him. I'm telling him what he doesn't know. Now, before you. I'm working for him.
Okay. What about his handling of the economy? Do you think, both men are your friends?
Just put your hand into your pocket.
I don't put money in my pocket. If it's about my money in my pocket, I don't keep money in my pocket. So if I put my hand in my pocket,
it's okay.
I will not see anything
scroll
there.
Your bank account.
It's not smiling.
Huh?
It's not smiling.
So if it's not smiling, you are, do you do you know? I have, look, as we are doing this argument to go to Mecca with my daughter, to thank God and to thank Tinubu, something happened. What was it that happened? One chief, I don't want to mention his name, Yoruba man, came to my house because my senior daughter, the one who worked with Buhari, insisted that she should also be part of the delegation. I said, I don't have money. She insisted. You know, the man just said, this Baba, just take 2 million naira, pay for your ticket. And now, if I wake up and don't have what to eat, you know what God will do? Before I come out, somebody like Benga will just send 1 bag of rice. From nowhere.
You are reaping the fruits of being a honorable person.
If you see how much rice, how much sugar I collected during this fasting, you will pick rice. All those around
you, that you were fasting, that you don't need all those things. You didn't remember your friend Benga at that time. Engineer Buba, I'm told that we need to round up now. I'm sure the next thing you'll be asking is it 1 hour already? Just check your time. You see that it's 1 hour already.
That's not even what I wanted to ask. For us to discuss Nigeria, you should make a provision.
For us to discuss Nigeria.
To discuss Nigeria for 1 month. Every day I come here, jigsaw. We will be talking, and it will be, people will be writing book.
Okay.